Hi, welcome back to Shijo Michael's Creations. In this video, we are going to discuss about a very simple yet very important topic, that is how to introduce yourself. We may have to introduce ourselves in different occasions. It may be very important for the students as well as the job seekers. They have to introduce themselves in front of a class or in front of an interview board, etc. They will ask you to introduce yourself because they want to know more about yourself. They wanted to know about your attitude, your communication skills, your presentation style, so on. By the end of this video, you will be able to introduce yourself in a better way. Communication skills are very important in our day-to-day life. So, in this video, you are going to learn how to introduce yourself in a better way. Before starting the video presentation, you should keep these points in your mind. Introduction is all about making the first impression. Right from the time you walk in the door, you need a good self-confidence. You should be well dressed, hair properly done, a firm body posture and eye contact. And the most important of all is a smile on your face. The first step in self-introduction is a greeting. We have to start our self-introduction with a smile on our face. Then select an appropriate greeting based on the situation. There are two types of greetings. They are formal greetings and informal greetings. Formal greetings like hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, etc. on the basis of time. Hello you can use at any time. Good morning you may use in between 12 am to 12 pm. You can use good noon for the time period between 12 pm to 2:30 pm. In between 2:30 pm to 5 pm we can use good afternoon. 5 pm to 9 pm we may use good evening. Informal greetings like hey, what's up, hey guys, hi, etc. you can use in an informal situation like group discussion. That is followed by a salutation like sir, madam, friends, etc. Then you can add more sentences like let me introduce myself or thank you for giving an opportunity to talk about me. Second step is telling your name. You can use any of these models like I am, this is, or my name is. For example, I am Michael. This is Michael, or my name is Michael. You can follow these steps, replacing these sentences with your personal details. The third step is expressing your location, that is from where you are coming or which area you were born and brought up. For example, I am from Kerala, or else I can say I was born and raised in Kerala. Or you were born in one place and settled in another place. You may use this example, that is I am originally from Kerala but now based in Andhra Pradesh. The fourth step is mentioning your age. It is not necessary unless you are asked to mention your age. You may say, I am 8 years old, or I am turning 20 this July. If you don't want to tell your exact age, you can express it like I am in my early 20s or late 30s, like that. The fifth step is to express the details about your family according to the situation, and if it is necessary, then only you have to disclose your family details. Here is a model that you can follow. If you want to tell in detail, then you can follow this model. My family has got 5 members including me. To start with my mother, she is a homemaker, or any other profession means you can mention that. She is creative, helpful and loving in nature. My father is an accountant in a private firm and he is the cornerstone of our family. I have two younger siblings, they are students. Suppose if you want to express in short, you can follow these models. I am from a family of 4. We are a family of 4. I am one of the 4 siblings. I am the only child of my parents, etc. They are asking about your marital status. You can tell I am married or single or engaged or divorced. These are only models. You have to make necessary changes as it is concerned with your personal details. Sixth step is to mention about your present status. Firstly, if you are doing a job or employed, then you may say, I am a teacher at AP Model School, Hyderabad, or I work as an accountant for Honda in Hyderabad, etc. Secondly, if you are a student or doing any course, then you may say, I am a student at AP Model School in Hyderabad, or I am a 9th class student of Hyderabad Public School. Thirdly, if you are about to join in a college, then you may say, I finished my schooling last year from Delhi Public School. The 7th step is about your qualifications. Suppose if you are a student, then you may say, I am a 9th class student of Delhi Public School. Suppose if you are doing any course right now, then you may say, I am currently doing a course in computer application at Chennai, or I am about to complete my graduation in physics. Suppose if you have completed already your studies, then you may say, I completed a diploma in civil engineering, or I am a postgraduate in economics. I am a recent computer science graduate from Stanford University. Suppose you have completed all your studies, you may express them in chronological order. I did my 10th standard with 76% from Delhi Public School, Bengaluru. I did my intermediate with 78.8% from SV Junior College, Tirupati. I have completed BCA with 71.8% from SV University, Tirupati. I am pursuing MBA in SV University, Tirupati. That means that you are doing the MBA program right now, you have not yet completed. The 8th point is concerned with the working experience. You can present the working experience in different ways. The first one, chronological format. You will list your work history with your most recent job at the top. This is the most widely used format because it shows clearly how you progress through your career. Second method is functional format. You will categorize your achievements and skills according to the requirements of your desired job. Thirdly, combination format. The combination format offers more flexibility, allowing you to present your work history in a way that emphasizes your strengths. For example, presently I am working with Hero Honda company, or I have worked in the accounting field for 3 years, or I have 10 years experience in teaching. Which is suitable for you, that format you have to follow. 9th step is concerned with hobbies. We can express our hobbies using the following phrases like I like, I love, I enjoy, I am interested in, I am good at, I am a big fan of, my hobbies are, or my hobby is, my favorite sport is, or I have a passion for. You have to fill these blanks with the suitable sports events or movies or something that is your passion. For example, I am a big fan of cricket. I am a keen tennis player. I love reading. I am interested in dancing, etc. We have already learned how to prepare a good self-introduction. Now let us see how to deliver a good self-introduction. Firstly, listen to others' introductions. Listen to introductions that you get from sources like social media and adopt good points to your introduction. Secondly, practice but don't be nervous. People often go blank on some of the points or get nervous when they stand up to speak. The best way to avoid this is to have a pre-written self-introduction and practice that well. Thirdly, appear confident even if you are not. If you are nervous, that will lead to mistakes and that will change your body language. That will be noticed by all. And once you are through the first few lines in your introduction, your nerves will start easing. So stay composed and carry on. Fourth, make eye contact. Make eye contact with others while speaking. Don't fix your eyes on a familiar section of the audience. Move your eyes around. Avoid negative talks. Always be positive. You can prepare different models of self-introduction according to your need. Here is a model self-introduction. Hi, my name is Rahul. I am a recent elementary education graduate from Oxford University. Have been working at a camp for elementary children this summer and am excited to find my first teaching position for the coming school year. I have several original lesson plans I created during my teaching internship that I look forward to implementing in my own classroom. I attended Brookwood Elementary myself and believe I would be a great fit for your second grade opening. It would be a great joy for me to teach students in the same place that sparked my love of learning.
Hi, let me introduce myself. This is Anahita Shijo from Rajampeta, a small city of Andhra Pradesh state in India. I am a 5th class student of Ravindra Bharati Schools, Rajampeta branch. My favorite subject is science. I am a big fan of drawing. I am keen to cartoons like Disney cartoons. I am 10 years old. I am from the family of 4. I would like to be a doctor because I would like to serve people. Thank you.
Hi viewers, hope this video was useful for you. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and like this video and share to your friends. Thank you.